Listen to me, family, carefully. I don't know who this word is for specifically, but I heard the Spirit of the Lord say, congratulations. When I woke up this morning, I kept hearing congratulations. And he began to minister to me. He said, it's not because everything went right in people's lives. It's not because every prayer got answered immediately. It's not because every door opened when you knock, but because you passed the test. Somebody need to shout or type, I passed the test. And no, I don't think you heard me. God didn't send me to talk to everybody today. This word is for people who almost quit, people who cried in private, people who smiled in public while fighting battles nobody knew existed, people who kept showing up when they wanted to disappear, people who remained faithful when they felt forgotten. God says, you passed the test of endurance, the test of obedience, the test of trusting God when the outcome was invisible, the test of remaining humble while being overlooked, the test of serving without recognition, the test of keeping your integrity when you could have compromised and it would have been easier. You passed, and heaven is announcing what hell was hoping would never happen. You made it. And hear this prophetic word. The Lord said, this month is prom-is month. I need y'all to hear me. I need y'all to, I know I never heard it like that, but when I woke up, he literally said prom, like you're going to the prom. This month is prom is month. I know there's not a theological term, but it's a prophetic one, because just like a prom is a celebration after you've completed the school year, God says what you're entering is a celebration after a season of qualification. Most people want the celebration, but don't understand the qualification. Everybody wants to cram, but everybody don't wants to process. And here's the thing. Everybody wants elevation. Few want preparation. Everybody wants promotion. Few want pruning. But God said, the last season qualified you for this one. The tears qualified you. The waiting qualified you. The loneliness qualified you. The warfare qualified you. The disappointment, it qualified you. The prayers nobody answered qualified you. The faithfulness nobody noticed qualified you. You thought you were just surviving, but the Lord said you were being prepared. And I want to tell you something. Some of you thought the enemy was trying to destroy you, but he was accidentally preparing you. Because every attack builds endurance, every betrayal, it builds discernment, every delay builds patience, every closed door builds character, every setback builds wisdom. The very thing that was sent to stop you ended up strengthening you. Because what the enemy meant for evil, God used it as training. The enemy thought he was burying you. God was developing you. The enemy thought he was delaying you. God was refining you. The enemy thought he was crushing you. God was qualifying you. And now heaven says, release the results. The test has been passed. And I hear the Lord saying, this word is for the upperclassmen. Not people who just started walking with God. Not people who quit every time life gets uncomfortable. Not people who only praise when things are going good. I'm talking about people who stayed in faith when life stopped making sense. People who still worship while grieving. People who still gave thanks while lacking. People who still trusted while waiting. People who still obeyed while confused. People who kept walking when they couldn't see the destination. Those are the people God is speaking to today. The upperclassmen, the mature ones, the seasoned ones, the tested ones, the tried ones, the faithful ones. And the Lord says, you held it together. You almost broke, but you held it together. You almost walked away, but you held it together. You almost lost your mind, but you held it together. You almost gave up, but you held it together. And now God says, it's time to celebrate. Oh yeah, this is a season of celebration you're coming into. You're walking into right now. And listen to this. The Lord showed me something. Some of you have become so accustomed to surviving that you don't know how to celebrate. You became experts at fighting, experts at enduring. You became an expert at overcoming. God says, learn how to receive. I know this is for somebody, because the next season isn't just about warfare. It's about reward. Hear me. The next season isn't just about surviving. It's about thriving. The next season isn't just about carrying burdens. It's about carrying blessings. The next season isn't just about sacrifice. It's about harvest. You prayed for this. You fasted for this. You believed God for this. And now God says, receive what I promised. And I need somebody to hear me. Uh, I prophesy elevation over your life. Not because you're perfect, but because you're prepared. There's a difference. See, God isn't promoting you because you've never failed. He's promoting you because you learned from failure. He's promoting you because you remain teachable. He's promoting you because you stayed submitted. He's promoting you because your character survived the process. And I hear doors opening, sounds of doors, unlocks opening. I hear opportunities coming. I hear divine connections forming. I hear unexpected favor being released. I hear long-awaited answered prayers arriving. I hear breakthrough knocking. I hear acceleration coming. I hear restoration move. I hear heaven saying, move them to the next level. And this is what I saw prophetically. I saw a mighty breakthrough taking place, not little breakthrough, mighty breakthrough. I saw chains falling and chains breaking off families. I saw bloodlines being healed. I saw cycles ending. I saw addictions losing power. I saw marriages being restored. I saw prodigal sons returning home. I saw financial burdens being lifted. I saw things that have been stuck for years suddenly moving, because God says what took years to break can break in a moment. Y'all not hearing me. What took years to break can break in a moment. One encounter can change everything. One phone call can change everything. One opportunity can change everything. One instruction can change everything. One act of obedience can change everything. And here's the part that made me shout. The Lord says the enemy is paying interest. He's paying interest. Not only are you getting back what was stolen, but you're getting restoration with interest, because when God restores, he doesn't restore at the level of the loss. He restores at the level of his goodness. You lost time. God says, I'm going to give you restoration. You lost relationship. God says, restoration. You lost opportunities. God said, restoration. You lost confidence. God says, restoration. You lost peace. God said, restoration. You lost loved ones. God said restoration. The enemy thought he was taking from you, but he accidentally increased your future testimony. And hear me one final time. The last 5 months have not been easy. Haven't been easy at all. And some of you have fought battles you never told anybody about. Some of you smiled while bleeding. Some of you worshiped while wondering. Some of you obeyed while exhausted. But today, the Lord says, I shift you into a new season of grace, not struggle. Grace, not barely making it, but grace, not constant warfare. Grace, not surviving, but grace, not scraping by, but grace. God says, you passed the test. Congratulations. He said, it's time to dance. It's time to rejoice. It's time to celebrate, because what you've endured has qualified you for what you're about to receive. And the Spirit of the Lord said, welcome to your promise season. The promise is still alive. The promise is still working. The promise is still coming. And the promise is closer than it's ever been before. If you receive this word, declare it boldly. I passed the test and I'm walking into my promise season.